Good morning, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. We are doing a sheep drive move today. They're actually coming across from one side of the farm to another side. And this is October 17th. And a little bit of a shock to the body this morning. It's cold out here. We got our first really hard frost of the year. Everything's snow white. That sun's coming up though. It's gonna take this frost off, but right now we had water froze this morning on the stock tanks. First freeze, that hard to freeze of the year. But we had a sheep up there. Sheep! Sheep! There's one got pushed through the fence. She's out there in the road. But I'm not worried about that sheep. You can see it running down the road there on the other side. It's not going to want to get away from those other sheep. So when it comes down here to this poly, we have some tape that we actually put on the road to give them a little alleyway through here. That sheep will go through that, I believe. If she doesn't, we'll untie it. But we had all the dogs in there, and I think the dogs just put a little pressure on that sheep and probably pushed her through the fence. Sheep! Sheep! Boy, I tell you, I think every deer in the neighborhood was moving this morning. Hey, big boy. Yeah, you all are happy puppies. Well, I tell you what, this is great weather for guardian dogs. They got that long hair. they're absolutely at home in this kind of weather. Well, you know, I've got gloves and a coat and a stocking hat. And got my trusty scarf wrapped around my neck, and I'm comfortable. But if I didn't have all that, it wouldn't be. And Isaac, he drove this four-wheeler over here from where we've already moved the mob of cows this morning. And it's pretty chilly out on that road. I know it had to be on that four-wheeler. Sheep! See how the boys have stopped? When the sheep stop, you stop. And they'll come forward a little bit more, and they stop again, you stop. You keep walking in behind them like that, all you're going to do is bust them through that fence. Sheep! Sheep! Okay. You want to go get big boy, and Ben, you untie that wire on this side. He just darted underneath there. And he's so excited. He's coming back already. Come on, big boy. Yeah, just take that ribbon down. Yeah, he's so excited to be moving. Yeah. Come on. You got it. Yeah, just pull it all the way back. There he goes. We've got one dog back over here.
Yeah, that's that white one.
Yeah. She'll come across.
Yeah, she went under the wire.
Yeah.
The young black dog got under that gate too, so.
What's that?
That young black dog got out too, so.
He's in here.
Is he in here now? He went under that green gate up there.
Oh, he did?
Around, but
Which way did he go? That way?
he went under the road, but.
Okay, I think I saw 3 black dogs in here.
He could have already made it through too.
Yeah, I think he did. You don't need to. Let's see. We got to bring that dog feed in here, so we'll be coming through there. One of the things that we're trying to do. This is the gamma grass field, and it's got quite a bit of clover and fescue in there. And this field is where we try and locate the sheep during deer season. There's no trees in the paddock. The deer, you don't see them out in that field because there's no cover. And so when our deer hunters come, we don't have to worry about the sheep and the dogs being in the way of the hunting. And so that's just something you got to plan for when you lease land that have deer hunter owners. You got to respect their wishes and try and work with them, because if they go out there to shoot a deer and there's a guard dog underneath their deer stand barking at them, that's not going to work. You're not going to keep that lease very long. So stuff like that, you just got to make sure that you work with the landowners during deer season, because that is a very special time. A lot of times that's the only reason they own the land is to deer hunt on. And I called another landowner last night. We were getting ready to turn the mob into his bottom. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This is coming up on the weekend. And the guy works full-time in town, and he's a bow hunter. And so I texted him and said, we're coming your way, and what's this weekend look like for you? He goes, well, he said, I was planning on bow hunting. I said, perfect. How about Monday? Can we come in there on Monday? He goes, absolutely. That'd be perfect. So just stuff like that. Here's a guy, if we'd have turned the cattle in there, well, they were planning to go in there on Saturday, which had been right when he was on his deer stand. We're dumping 350 head of cattle right in front of his deer stand. So don't do things like that. If you do, you're not going to keep the lease, because you're not respecting the landowner. And people say, but it's just a deer. It doesn't matter. That's why they own the property, to have a chance to harvest an animal without having to compete with 25 other hunters. They have their own place where they can go out and do that. And I'm a hunter, and I don't want to hunt around livestock either. So this is a challenge. This is a challenging time of the year. You just got to do it. So with that, you all new to the channel, hit that subscribe button on the way out. I would really appreciate it, and the like. And we'll see you all down the road on this frosty Missouri morning.